After some brief technical difficulties, we're back. Yeah, that was embarrassing. But I'm gonna go ahead and tweet the link out to the stream really quick. Again, this might be a bit of a shorter stream. I might only have time for about an hour or so today. Um, but it's regardless, it'll be fun. And there we go. So yeah, when I say brief technical difficulties, I mean a 20-minute call with Spectrum, which is actually pretty brief by Spectrum standards. But yeah, I was trying to get the Wi-Fi fixed on my laptop, so I could watch the game, or so I could, like watch the stream while hopefully people are commenting. And so it was a bit of a struggle, but we're here. Um, I'm happy to report that nothing is broken, and we're all good. So all expiring contracts, my player, is on an expiring contract, and we'll take a look really quick. This is my player did well last year, and I mean, I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't sign myself. And outside of that, I want to bring Fleury back for a year. Fristola had a decent season. I'll bring him back. Bean, I'm okay with giving him a 2-year deal. Everybody else will play it by ear. So Robidas, Buse does not want a contract extension. I'm actually going to say no to extending Robidas. And I'm going to let Buse be a full-time member of this franchise. Ruckin here will qualify. Not going to qualify Drury or Eklund though, or this guy, or this guy. Oh, we'll qualify Drury because he's only 24. So we've got Cool here, who was a first round pick, 29th overall. Fukali, who was a fourth round pick. He's 22, so that's actually not that great, but I mean, regardless, it's a pretty solid prospect to sign. McElroy, I'm definitely going to qualify because, I mean, 79 overall at 22 is not bad. Arnason, we're going to offer a contract to, as well. We have a lot of good left wing prospects coming in here. Was wondering what happened. Yeah, it was Spectrum. I wanted to watch on my laptop, and then everything just kind of died on me. But wow, lots, like, we have a whole bunch of left wingers. 4 of them signed. Stankoven doesn't want a contract. Burkholz doesn't either, but I'm actually going to qualify him. Um, Defense, Campbell. Eh, I'm not sold on any of this stuff, to be honest with you. Um, and I think I'm gonna sign Luavara here. That's it. Goaltending, I have some interesting choices to make here. So I'm gonna qualify. I'm gonna offer him a contract actually. He's 85 overall. He's a medium elite, and he's 22. He might end up taking the starting position from Chris, but that's okay. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's actually that'd be really good if he does. So we're gonna offer him a ton of money for 3 years. Blackwood, I'm gonna say no to. Avery, I'm gonna sign because he's 75 overall at 21 years old. In the system, I have Fisse, Blackwood. I've got Mackenzie coming up. I've got Avery, and I've got Yoensu as well. Plus this McCormick guy that I drafted. Hi, kitty. Here's some cat. He's brushing up against the mic, so if you hear that, that's my cat. He doesn't want to be left alone. Oh, he's purring. Oh, baby. Oh, hi, buddy. He just wants attention. Sorry. I'm just giving him a few scratches. Oh, you want more? Okay. He's a little needy today. He just had some time on our porch. So, Henry, holy crap, a right wing prospect that we have, Avery Henry, 76 overall out of the first round. He won't be able to play in the AHL this year, but I'm going to go ahead and sign him now. Marco, Davis Marco, our first round pick, the defensive defenseman, is 72 overall. That's almost good enough to be in the AHL, but I don't want to sign him just yet. Next year for sure. We also have Caldwell and Lawrence who are going to get contracts and go oh, hi, kitty. Hi. He's like brushing up against the mic. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear him purring. This is the content everybody wants. So we're gonna... Yeah. We'll get going now, but the system's looking really good, and I'm excited. So let's advance the day. Okay, our AHL head coach doesn't want to stop. You love to hear it, right? That's some good content right there for the stream. Full roster. Bean doesn't want an extension. Okay, so I have to release a few players. Because I technically have a, quote, full roster. So like if I release Bean here, oh, I have got 43. So my player wants a contract extension. He just doesn't want that little money. We'll offer him that much. Any more than that, we'll have to pass on. So we'll release. 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 So it should be nobody here. Okay. These three. Arnason. So now I definitely have spots for these players. 56, 20. I don't want to sign that guy. It's just so these two. Right wingers, no. Defense. Luavara was one of them. Goalies. Okay, okay. So unsigned. I just signed Avery. And he signed. Okay, so it was just those three players that didn't get a contract. There we go. So some scouting. Changes done. My player re-signed. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so once again this year, I'm going to take a look at the coaching staff and see what I can do to make the NHL team a little better. I believe I can afford everybody on this list. 56, not bad. That was the first guy. 57, okay. Riviera. Riviera's more in my 61, wow. Um, Aho doesn't love him, but everybody else seems to really like this coach. Um, so Jarvis is actually leading the pack right now. Um, yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to find anybody better than Mitchell Jarvis here. So we're going to offer him a lot of money. To be my head coach. I'm going to fire my head coach. I need an assistant coach for the NHL team. And then I need some AHL coaches. So I need an AHL head coach here. This guy seems like a pretty good fit. Well, we won't know until we look. But I think that's a solid pick for the AHL head coach here. And then I just need an AHL goalie coach, and that's going to be it. This guy. So I think we're good. Scouting, I didn't have any scouting changes this year. We'll take a look and see what I need. I definitely know that I needed to improve on defense. I'll be quiet. My cat fell asleep in my lap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sleep tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. NHL defenseman. So if I just add like another kind of like 86 around that thereabouts defenseman, I think I'll be good. Goaltending, I mean, you're not going to get much better than that. That is a solid goalie tandem right there. So I just need a defenseman, actually. I thought I would have needed more, but the team is actually in a good spot. Don't bite me. You're purring. Be nice. Connor Timmins. I don't have any right-handed shots. He wouldn't fit on most of my team, though. Well, he could. I don't know. Yeah, Timmins is the best defenseman available. I think I'm going to pick him up. Because I need that, like, one extra solid defenseman. I don't want him for 5 years. I only want him for 3. Because at 33, you know, he'll be right at the time where he's going to start to regress. So I want to get ahead of that curve. Couple really good prospects available this year. We've got this guy. This guy, yeah, he's 22, but 72 overall is pretty solid. You can make something out of that. And then Nieminen, 68 overall at 22 is not great, but again, like, you just add the depth with these 3 players, and I think you're going to have a solid AHL team. So let's go. We'll advance the days. Got my AHL head coach. Perfect. Got my AHL goalie coach, which is shocking. I didn't think I would get that quickly. My NHL head coach has accepted his offer. So every coach has accepted an offer. That's a first. I got one of the prospects here. And I don't want to trade anybody. I got my other prospect. The left winger didn't accept. He was the 72 overall one. So I got the top prospect that I wanted, though. The 73 overall 20-year-old low elite player definitely has some potential. And then Connor Timmins, boom. Okay, So the team is set for next year. I don't need to make any changes. I'm good. I'm chilling. And we can move on. He's scoring. But yeah, so I got my I can match their offer because I don't get any compensation for that. So if I don't get any compensation, I'm definitely matching. We actually put him on the porch today and he was looking at the squirrels outside, standing on his hind legs on the table, like looking out the window. It was adorable. But yeah, with work and everything, streams and just PlayStation time in general has been like super limited. Haven't had a chance to do a ton of video games lately, which does stink because I do like playing. I just, when I get home, I'm just so tired and I don't feel like working anymore. Or I don't feel like playing. And, with Elise and I wanting to hang out pretty often, I just don't have time. I get tired. So we'll edit the lines here, though. Ooh. That would actually change things and make it better. That makes it better. Okay, okay. What about this? Yeah, that doesn't change anything. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Doesn't look great, but it looks better. Um, can we talk about... That's a hell of a top six right there. Like, easily the best top six in the league. You've got a great third line and a phenomenal fourth line here. Who's scratched? Burkholz and Buse. Burkholz I do want playing. He's a right winger. He actually likes the system, so be good to keep an eye on. Defensively, I mean, yeah, I mean that's really good. The third pair is a bit of a struggle. Gerard doesn't fit the team, um, but that third pair or second pair is really good, and the first pair is solid. So I like that. Goaltending, we've got Chris Emphisé. That's just phenomenal. That's an upgrade. And it was going to be hard to upgrade over Blackwood, and we've done it. The AHL, yeah, not great. Um, but we have some solid players. This second pair is phenomenal. I don't want to change that up, but yeah, definitely looks like I haven't been drafting very well for the AHL's fit. But again, I don't care about the AHL, like the fit in the AHL. So I think this new coach will be good for me. It will be good for the team. It was pretty obvious that old coach just wasn't a fit anymore. Team didn't like him. The staff didn't like him. It was time to move on. I'm gonna edit my trade block. Nobody is available. Yeah, so Tuukka Tiexela scored his first goal in the Liga today. It's a pretty good shot actually. He made a nice move and cut to the middle of the ice. Chicago is getting ready to play in about an hour. Puck drop should be in about 40, 50 minutes. All right. He's been really good lately. Um, Alright, we're gonna assign our scouts. They're good. I'm like, I hit the spot, and he's like squinting and keeps leaning towards me to keep going. I got his cheek and the top of his head, but I'm also getting behind the ear while I do it. Okay, so how's the team? Not great. Wow. Wow, we're not doing well at all. Top player in the draft is a medium elite sniper, Alexander Vlasic. We have a gem, Nicholas Wilson. That is really hard on the eyes to read. But he's a playmaking right winger. That's all I know about him. William Wallinder. So our first win of the season came at home against Boston. Um, but we're struggling. We are struggling defensively to start the year. We're allowing a ton of goals, and we're not scoring a ton either. Timmins out with a strained hamstring. We're gonna see if Best Lines fix it. Um, and just kind of see what happens there, but it doesn't look good. Oof, man, it might be time for a rebuild already. Jeez, I don't want to fire this coach, man. He was a good fit. Um, for the team, like he fit the team pretty well. I don't know what happened. Well, no, I don't want your crappy players. I'm sorry. Okay, we're on a three-game winning streak now. That ended, but the Canes look to be returning to their winning ways. I don't know, man. Maybe not. That's a big win against the Devils there. So I mean, it's gonna be tough. We have a great team that just so happens to be struggling right now. Um, but all that being said, though, we're back at 500, and hopefully it's just one of the Hurricanes' patented slow starts. We actually, I just saw we're third in the division, so it seems like every team in the division's kind of having a slow year. A fractured jaw for Sebastian Aho is not good and not where the team needs to be right now. Um, yeah, that sucks. We lose our best player with a fractured jaw. But yeah, so the Canes are third in the division, despite not earning it whatsoever. Big game against the Rangers here. And the Canes lose, it looks like? No, they win. So they get above 500 again. Aho's back way too early, and that concerns me. He wasn't supposed to be back for another week, so hopefully he won't get hurt right away. He didn't? Okay. That was a huge 7-1 win over the Islanders, by the way. So here we go. Let's take a look at the rest of the draft. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we still don't know anything about Nicholas Wilson. I'm going to go ahead and keep scouting because I doubt that there's anything really worth scouting in the DEL other than him. Another 7-1 win, and the Canes have won 3 in a row here. We lost again. We just cannot um, hold a winning streak longer than 3 games. And when we lose, we lose like multiple games, so it's tough. Oh, good stretch. Oh, okay. Yep, there's another loss to Florida. Gotta beat Columbus. They're one of the teams behind us, maybe even ahead of us now. I haven't looked. But there's a big win for the Canes. And a huge overtime win to put the Canes third in the division. Caps, that's another important game. And, well, we beat the Red Wings again. Okay. Did get absolutely crushed by Tampa, but that was the longest win streak we've had all year, 4 games. We get another win against Columbus, so all in all, a solid month from the Hurricanes. Um, man, we needed that win against Tampa. We're even getting close to like higher points in the division. Oh man, a shutout, another shutout. Oh, he's not happy with me for waking him up. I moved like ever so slightly. 5 game win streak now. That's our longest win streak of the season. Yeah, he's upset. And we blew it against Florida again, actually. Um, a huge 5-2 win against the Penguins. Um, the Sabres now we lose against. Okay. But the Canes, it really does seem like we're starting to find a groove here. We're actually first in the division. And granted, the Metro, not great this year. It hasn't been good. But given how badly the Canes started this year, and I said, you know what, like I'm not firing the coach. I don't want to. It's his first year. And that patience paid off. It's paying off. Um, okay, so we have 2 busts. One at the end of the first round. That's never a good sign. And then another one just in the 4th round. So we know he's a medium top 6 forward, projected to go in the middle of the 2nd round. So that'll be something to keep an eye on. Definitely a player to watch for. Okay, the Canes have lost a couple games recently. You know, they need to pick it up a little bit. Kind of get back in the groove of things. Chikrin's back in the next game. Oh, that might have been why. I also saw that Johansson's hurt now. It looks like everybody's back, everybody's healthy and happy. Edmonton on the 4th. Nice. Got some games here against Buffalo. That's a big win. A shootout win. And the Canes just need to keep pushing here. They're still first in the division. Ooh, 6-0 loss. That's not good. Oh, the Ducks are a really good team this year, actually. Wow. I'm surprised. All right. Well, we've fought back from that loss with 2 straight wins. We're going up against San Jose here. We actually lose that game. But is everybody excited for Canes versus Columbus tomorrow? Oh, Nashville fired their coach in the game. Wow. I don't think Nashville's doing very well this year. We're a conservative buyer. I don't think we're actually going to be a buyer. I don't think we're going to make any moves. I don't want to disrupt the chemistry of the team because we have a solid team here. Tyson Travica. Just want to look some of the craziness here. Mulligan is 87 and he's barely an NHL player in real life. It's kind of funny. Seth Jones, in one of his last years in the NHL. Yeah, I don't actually think I'm going to make any deals at this deadline. Oh, what a stretch. He's letting me pet his tummy. Cats usually hate that. Bo Horvat and Seth Jones were traded to Edmonton. Vancouver got 2 prospects. Luke Gunnan traded to Detroit. Florida gets Hobbs. The Islanders get a lot of stuff, actually. And Montour, actually. Travica headed to Montreal along with Jamieson Reese. Nashville got some prospects. Excuse me. Lucas Wallmark on waivers. I don't need him just because we already have a bunch of forwards. If it was a defenseman on waivers, I might have picked up an extra one. I think we're good, though, to head to the last game of the season against the Rangers. I am still a little nervous just because this is it's a very tight division now, all of a sudden. With the Flyers being just 7 points behind us, there's not a lot of room for effort or error. There's all the room for effort that needs to happen every night. um, but now that some of the teams have gotten a little worse down this stretch, I think we'll be good. The last draft rankings before the playoffs, we still don't know anything about Tapper at all or Durocher. But we have 2 other gems. Thibaut and Para. So we know Para's medium top 4D. He's actually projected to go around the same time as Wilson here. So Para, offensive defenseman. Character's a weakness. That's not good. With a Gonchar comparison, that's interesting. Mobility, great puck mover, and offensive instincts. So that's awesome. And a guy projected to go actually towards the end of the 3rd round. Thibaut. We don't know a ton about him, but I know that he's a left winger and more than likely a power forward. So we'll get some potential in comparison on that and keep going. I don't know what that game against Pittsburgh was. Doesn't say, but we do have 2 wins, once against the Leafs, and there's another win against the Leafs. Okay, cool. So the Canes are not yet a playoff team. That's concerning. Wow, it's like going down to the wire here. There we go. So we've clinched the playoffs with that overtime win against the Leafs. I mean, you kind of knew it was going to happen, but still, I mean, they made it stressful. We've actually clinched the division. Definitely not the conference. We're not 100 points. It's usually what you have to get. But my player scores in the first period on Yuri Patera. Ponomarev and Natchez score, and then Svech gets the empty netter. Just kind of padding the stats, but winning in the last game of the season. It's a very important game, and the Carolina Hurricanes' leading point scorer is Sebastian Aho with 93 points in just 78 games. So had he been in the lineup for the 4 or 5 games that he missed, he actually would have had more. The 4 games that he missed. Svech, 76 points, not too bad. Suzuki, my player with 60 points, that might be a career year actually for him. Not quite. He has scored 60 points a few times in his career. 68 is actually his career high. But it's his best season since 2027, 2028. Sharks made the playoffs? No way. I don't believe you. But yeah, 60 points for my player. He actually had 43 goals, and that is a career high for him. So that's great to see. Dan with a solid year as well. So goal scoring was not hard to come by this year for the team. Let's see how many 20 goal scorers did we have. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 players with 20 goals or more. 1 player with 30 or more goals. 1 player with 40 or more goals. And defensively, we had a defenseman with 17, which is a lot for a defenseman, actually. Sergachev had 10. Just a solid season all around from the team. All right, we'll take a look at a few teams here. So look at Dallas just to see what Swishy was doing this year. Yay! Now we'll take a look at Minnesota. Oh, Elisa's not on this team anymore? Where the hell is she? Wait, she was on Minnesota, right? Uh, I totally missed that she went somewhere. Oh, she might have signed somewhere in free agency, you know? That might be it. Where did she sign then? So, Trevor, you're actually on Florida now. So you left the Sharks and joined Florida and had a crazy year playing with McKinnon and probably Barkov, I'd imagine. 93 points. Elise left Minnesota, and I don't blame her, but I do not know where she went. Ottawa! And had 59 goals. No, so everybody's 27 now, so they were unrestricted free agents. So you still made the playoffs, but Elise didn't. She moved to a non-playoff team, which is bizarre. Did Minnesota make the playoffs? No, they didn't either. Okay. No, so you actually signed. I must have just missed it. Well, I didn't need anything. I wasn't specifically looking for players. I'm sorry. I'm a dick for that. Kakaniemi scored in the first period, but Dan and Suzuki get the goals in the first as well. Give the Canes a 1-goal lead. Dan keeps that 1-goal lead over Montreal, and Aho gets the insurance marker. Canes win 4-2. And Trevor, you know what? Just be happy that your Florida Panthers are in the playoffs and have a chance to be eliminated by the Carolina Hurricanes at some point. But we got the first period going on here. And Svetch with a power play goal scores. It is tied 1-1 after the first. Gerby and Kotkaniemi score in the second to give the Canadiens a 2-goal lead. Canes almost came back. Sergachev's power play goal and Svechnikov